So the selfie.
Selfies.
A selfie.
Los selfies.
Los selfies.
A selfie.
Selfies.
A selfie.
A selfie.
Selfies.
The selfie.
A selfie. Selfies.
Selfie.
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 The selfie.
Selfies are about self-expression, right? They're also about how we perceive ourselves and definitely about how we want to present ourselves to others. And those ideas about personal expression, about personalities, we can trace back to the Renaissance and the self-portrait of the artist as a young man.
Of course, not everyone thinks selfies are the downfall of civilization. Self-portraiture is considered a classic artistic form of self-examination. Norman Rockwell painted a selfie.
¿Tú sabes que esto data del siglo XIX más o menos,
No
cuando se
tenía
inventa
la
la fotografía?
Y resulta que no fue Ellen DeGeneres quien puso de moda los selfies, sino en el año de 1920, un grupo de 5 miembros de una empresa neoyorquina dedicada a la fotografía decidieron que ellos eran los modelos ideales y así fue como publicaron esta fotografía.
Pero los antecesores de los selfies en la historia se remontan a 1839, cuando el fotógrafo Robert Cornelius, con cámara en mano, disparó su rudimentaria cámara hacia sí mismo para inmortalizar el autorretrato.
Pero ¿cómo surgió esta palabra tan extraña para algunos? Selfie fue empleada por primera vez en el 2002, en un foro australiano en línea, pero se generalizó en el 2012 gracias al Instagram.
El diccionario de Oxford nombró la palabra selfie como la palabra del año.
Selfie, noun, plural, selfies, defined as a photograph that one has taken of oneself, typically with a smartphone or webcam, and then uploaded to a social media website.
Here's my idea, okay? So you are nominated, it's a record-breaking 18 times, right? So I thought we would try to break another record right now with the most retweets of a photo. Okay. So right now, I'm going to take a picture of us, and then we'll see if we can break the record for the most retweets. Okay. And then, yeah, you should get in here too, Julia. No, lean in. Channing, if you can get in also. Channing. Bradley, will you come? No, I want you in it. Jennifer, come in also.
I'll take it.
Brad, get in here.
I'll take it.
No, I'm doing it. Angie, Lupita. All right. Okay, wait.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, good. Wait,
Maybe this way, this way.
If we wanted
Wait a
to
minute.
retweet it this many times.
Meryl.
Drop a boob. Somebody drop a boob.
Meryl,
Want me to do it?
Here, I'll do it.
no, Meryl, can you take it, Meryl?
Drop a boob.
Meryl, can you take it? I can't get everybody in here.
Can we
All
fight
right, I got a
Just-
boob. I got a boob.
Okay.
Your arm.
All right.
My arm goes way.
All right.
My arm's definitely
There we go.
better.
Okay.
That's it.
Hey, that's
Ready?
good. Look at us.
Ready? Nice.
Oh, yes! We did it!
Oh, I've never tweeted before.
Retweeted! That's the most retweets in the history.
El dibujante de la famosa serie Los Simpson caricaturizó el selfie realizado por Ellen DeGeneres y los asistentes a la entrega del Oscar. El detalle resaltante es la presencia de Homero Simpson.
Pues una moda que sin lugar a dudas se puso, y si me lo permite, a raíz de la pasada entrega de los Óscares.
So the selfie turned out to be, as we were saying, just crazy. It broke Twitter. It's been retweeted over 3 million times.
Celebrities do it. Even Oscar winners and former first ladies do it. We all do it. And not always well.
No, I'm recording a video. Don't you love that?
The selfie, the digital self-portrait, is now the cultural touchstone of our smartphoning, social networking age. Here's Eminem at the Louvre, Louis C.K. in the loo, Bieber in the hospital, and Rihanna just about everywhere. She's shared hundreds of intimate selfies with her 6.2 million Instagram followers. For celebrities, it can be crafted marketing, or perhaps a deep-seated need for attention.
I think there are differences between a selfie taken by a public figure and a selfie taken by a non-public figure. And so if people get to see me in bed, obviously it causes a lot of stir.
Celebrities have a very high need for approval and for ego boosts. In fact, probably the reason they chose to go into that field is because they have that applause hunger.
Be honest, we're all guilty of taking them.
I just took a selfie with Liam and I think it just made my life.
Social media wouldn't be the same without them.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. I'm Jason Kennedy.
And I'm Kat Sadler.
We're going to begin today's show with this breaking story. But first,
Let me take a selfie.
it's the weekend show. We don't take ourselves too serious.
So take a selfie with me?
Yeah, you can get right in there while she's eating.
Are you
She'll probably
sure?
enjoy you, yeah. Heavily little Millie.
Thank you very much. This is so cute.
Kim Kardashian is at it again with those rear view selfies.
And every other selfie somehow involves Kim Kardashian's butt.
And how would your favorite celeb let you know they got their body back after having a baby if it weren't for selfies?
Taking pictures of yourself for the internet is an art.
So as selfie professionals, we're going to teach you how to get on our level. Just follow these steps.
Rule number one is you always need it to be a little bit higher.
I think a selfie, number one, you have to have long enough arms. I struggle with this.
So you always have to have it from high to low. Know your angle. Yeah, know your angle.
You should always be facing the light. I think filter, not an over filter.
Not over filter.
No, not over filter. I feel like you can't smile in a selfie. Sometimes it looks weird. It looks like you're trying to seduce yourself, and that's awkward because you should probably be seducing somebody else.
And then what's the third rule? Know the lighting and no duck face.
Follow these tips, post your pics, and get ready to watch the number of likes go up.
I think that a lot of girls compare themselves to what they see on TV and to what they see in magazines and like movies and videos. To fit in, you have to fit this mold.
I wanna go around the world, let's go, and party with the girls, let's go. And when I get there, when I'm there, I wanna go crazy. I wanna go crazy.
All right, I think we got it.
Whether you're camera shy or not, there's a part of everyone that longs for the spotlight. And as technology has revolutionized our ability to communicate with each other, it's also allowed us to celebrate ourselves through boastful tweets, humble brags, status updates, and photos.
Según la red de Instagram, hay más de 3 millones de imágenes identificadas como yo, unos 92 millones como selfie, aproximadamente 215 millones con la leyenda me, yo en inglés. Estas cifras experimentan un constante incremento diario.
One study looked at 1,700 college students over time and found that narcissistic traits have been rising at the same rate as obesity. But is posting selfies really to blame?
Nos encontramos en el corazón de Manhattan, una de las principales capitales de los selfies en el mundo.
Un estudio de la revista Time, en Manhattan se producen 202 selfies por cada 100,000 habitantes.
Young people today seem as though they're more narcissistic or more self-absorbed than earlier generations, but that's not necessarily the case. They just have the capability to do that.
But first, let me take a selfie.
Selfie, that's a new word.
Generation self-obsessed.
Yeah, I want to look tan.
Oh, shut up.
So this is what the great America has wrought.
Let me take a selfie.
But they can't let go of their self-absorption for 1 second.
Está llegando a un punto como que se vuelve como adicto.
More me.
I mean, we're given every day something else that we can publish ourselves with, either if that's a blog or a social network, or take a photo of ourselves. And there is a slight narcissism that comes along with. There's a lot of smug selfies, but it's, you know, if it's done in humor, I think it works quite well.
Most retweeted selfie of all time: the historical selfie, the no makeup selfie, the Mount Everest selfie, the space selfie, the Grand Theft Auto selfie, the papal selfie, the controversial selfie, the presidential selfie, and the controversial presidential selfie.
Rise of the after-sex selfie. Let's show an example. So here you're seeing an after-sex selfie, basically a photo that has been Instagrammed by a triumphant couple with the hashtag #AfterSex.
Some people will do anything for the perfect selfie.
This guy who doesn't even notice that angry duck in the background. And apparently this guy has never seen the movie Jaws. This camel was clearly offended because this woman didn't invite him in the photo. And this girl who didn't think anything of the shout, "Fly ball!"
More people are taking selfies of their suspicious moles or rashes and sending them to their doctors.
There are major health applications for selfies. Researchers discovered that dermatologists who evaluated patients using photos and health information reached the same conclusion as those who saw them in person. Now you can swallow your selfie. There's a pill cam that takes detailed images as the camera moves through your digestive tract. So it's good selfies have been gaining a lot of attention recently, because in the future, we will be the ones that are gaining from them.
A new trend is taking social media by storm and raising millions of dollars, actually, for cancer research. The campaign asks women to post pictures of themselves without makeup.
Según la Academia Americana de Cirugía Plástica, 1 de cada 3 cirujanos reconoce que los tratamientos estéticos y las operaciones de cirugía han aumentado por culpa de los selfies. Pero mientras que una imagen dice más que 1000 palabras, un selfie podría solo decir una: vanidad. Aunque en teoría los selfies parecen inofensivos, la realidad es que en muchos casos nos hacen esclavos de nuestra apariencia e imagen.
Why are we fascinated by ourselves?
I think it's the truth. You see your eyes. Your eyes are the window to your soul.
Nigel sees selfies as therapeutic.
I wrote a book called Beauty Equation, and it was really using phototherapy to inspire people to feel better about themselves. It's not about feeling that you're better than the next person. It's just that when you look at the picture, you're like, that's me, and I'm happy.
Imperfection is okay. It's okay to not look or feel pretty because looking and feeling pretty isn't the most important thing about you.
Can you take my picture for me? When they know they can take their own picture better than anyone in the history of time.
El lente de la cámara captura una sociedad cada vez más exigente, perfeccionista y superficial, pero a la misma vez fuerte y decidida, que no se deja intimidar por la presión de las redes sociales.
Naked shower pictures, intimate pajama shots, all kinds of sexy poses. Parents, have you checked your child's phone recently? Because these are selfies.
When you're sending out photos of yourself, the message is, look at me, admire me. And the message is also, vote for me, give me approval. Give me either the thumbs up on Facebook or little hearts on Instagram.
Según la doctora Pampimol Wipulakorn del Departamento Tailandés para la Salud Mental, colgar estas fotografías en la red puede causar problemas mentales si no se obtiene el reconocimiento público deseado.
There are people who have serious addictions to it. There was this one 19-year-old, his name is Danny Bowman, and he has OCD and body dysmorphic disorder, and apparently he would spend 10 hours a day taking up to 200 selfies.
Quien se obsesionó tanto con la toma del selfie perfecto que trató de suicidarse cuando sus esfuerzos fracasaron.
Hardly any of us think twice when we post a selfie on Facebook, and neither did Jamel Binion, but once he did, he became the butt of jokes, and because the picture was online, thousands of people were laughing. We all to some degree know what it feels like to be different, but Jamel Binion knows that feeling better than most. The caption, "Smile today." The unflattering pic on the Shaquille O'Neal Instagram account earned more than 14,000 likes and more than 400 comments.
Vivo de milagro, un joven viajero vivió una experiencia fuera de lo común cuando intentó sacarse la tradicional selfie en el preciso instante que pasaba el tren de Machu Picchu y recibió una patada en la cabeza del furioso conductor que hasta le gritó por su imprudencia. Durante una entrevista, Jared Michael dijo que se arriesgó demasiado, pero que es el mejor video de su vida.
Skywalking is an internet extreme sport that involves taking a selfie while perched on or dangling from a vertigo-inducing height. As you may have guessed, it could go horribly wrong. Like when a young man tried to do it at around 4 a.m. last week on scaffolding on a viaduct in Shepton Mallet in Somerset, England. He was with a friend as he tried to take a selfie from a height of 25 feet when he fell.
People take selfie with suicidal man. This crowd of drivers got out of their cars and took a group photo with the man as the backdrop.
Courtney Sanford was killed Thursday morning while posting selfies and driving. Her last words to her friends were, "The happy song makes me happy."
Back now to a story we mentioned at the top of the hour. President Obama taking some flack for a photo op at the memorial for Nelson Mandela. The news cameras caught the commander-in-chief posing for a selfie with two other world leaders, and the critics started in on whether this was appropriate.
I've been racking my brain trying to figure out when is it ever okay for a leader of the free world to take a selfie, and the conclusion is never.
The issue of selfies at funerals. So apparently this is something that young people are doing these days because narcissism in regular selfies just wasn't enough. I want to give you a few examples here. In one of them you see these two young blonde girls, and they said they cried off all their makeup, but they're at a funeral. They're very sad. Never appreciate what you have till it's gone. Rest in peace, Grandpa. You will be missed. I took a selfie in the bathroom at a funeral today, and I think that makes me a bad person. Well, at least she's self-aware. Depressing funeral selfie, killing the selfie game at Pop's funeral. That one, I just can't. He's flexing in the picture. That's what's happening right there.
But that's what Grandpa would have wanted.
La experta tailandesa sostiene que además de daños personales, las selfies pueden lastrar el crecimiento de los países en desarrollo. La falta de confianza de los jóvenes puede crear una generación sin liderazgo de personas simples sin capacidad creativa e innovadora.
Police have arrested a man wanted for robbing 3 Michigan banks, and it's all thanks to social media.
21-year-old Jules Baller, or King Romeo as he calls himself on Facebook, loves posting selfies with guns. And this is the picture that got him arrested for robbing 3 banks.
This is the reach of selfies. This is a Mexican drug cartel member who, I mean, first of all, this shows how global selfies are.
Turns out group selfies could give you a sweet case of head lice. Uh-oh. Meryl and Hillary better shake out them lace fronts.
You may think you're sharing a moment, but professionals are now saying there's a good chance you're sharing lice.
El contacto de varias cabezas juntas. Entonces los parásitos brincan de un lado a otro.
Marcy McQuillan says the spike in business that she's gotten is because of group selfies, where people put their heads together to fit in a picture.
I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your shit into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn.
Selfies are a thing. We have to embrace them.
But if you are taking a ton of selfies, I mean, there's some chance that you should check yourself.
La especialista recomienda a la población, especialmente a los jóvenes, a no abusar de los autorretratos y disminuir el tiempo invertido en los teléfonos inteligentes.
We have to remember the role of the selfie industry. Twitter makes you post a selfie when you sign up. If you don't have a selfie on Facebook, it will remind you until you've selfied yourself right up there onto the page. Instagram is the house that selfies built. These are not social clubs, they're companies, and they need you to selfie so that they can make money. You cannot be a part of Twitter or Facebook or Instagram without making some kind of a decision about what you want the world to think you'd like to be seen as.
Is it narcissistic? Is it empowering? Is it self-absorbed? Is it banal? Is it feminist? Am I overthinking this?
Some selfies are good, some selfies are bad, and some are cursed.
Well, thank you guys so much, and hopefully you learned something. Have a wonderful weekend. Be kind to one another. Bye-bye.
But first, let me take a selfie.